how can we make sure that the world pays attention to manufacturing? We have one major flaw, in my opinion, and there's lots of flaws, but one major flaw is that education in general is not supported enough by whatever resource you want to pick, whether it's government, whether it's machine shops, whether it's associations that are out there. What we need to do, in my opinion, is find charismatic people who have been on a journey in manufacturing, and not a traditional journey, but a journey of inspiration that can share their story across their own country or internationally if we want to, for about 2 years. And they're funded financially by these groups. Again, government, machine shops, associations, totally up to people. But they go from middle school and high school across the country, what we call like a religious thing, preaching the good word of manufacturing. But what's important to understand, and I think this is also fascinating as I step into the conversation of what we need to do, while also simultaneously understanding that manufacturing 30 years ago, 40 years ago was a great job. Everyone wanted to be in it. But then all those people who had great jobs saw their jobs leave and go overseas for less expensive people making it. So not only do I need to convince the kids that you're not a loser for going into the trades, because that's what every guidance counselor is teaching them, go to a university or you're going to be a loser. You're not going to make yourself much. You know, you go into welding, you go into plumbing, you go into electrical, you go into manufacturing. That's secondhand because you suck at school. We need to change that completely. We need a group of people to go around that are supported financially to change that perspective completely. And maybe most importantly, Rosie, we need to invite every single parent into those conversations at the middle schools and high schools, because we need to convince them as well. A kid can get super excited at 10 years old, go home and say, Mom, I want to be a machinist. And she's going to go, you're going to university. No, you're not. That's for losers. So we need to describe to them why it's good also. We're all stuck in this, I need to be a programmer. I want to be a graphics designer. I'm going to sit in a cubicle. I'm going to work the stock market. I'm going to do Bitcoin. You know, all of these things are, or I want to be a social media TikTok influencer. All of these things are potentially really great, but the percentage of people who succeed in them are very few. Only we see the successes of the few and not the failures of the many. And that's what keeps people thinking, I can travel the world and do whatever I want and hold up my cell phone and do like this, and all of a sudden I'm famous. It doesn't work like that. None of it works like that. And manufacturing, engineering, making things, the trades in general are a stable job that'll last a lifetime, that pay really well, and you get to take care of the world while doing it. And I think that's important to understand. But that's how we get to it. We bring all the generations together. We have a little fun. We tell the real stories. We don't talk about we can talk about it, but we don't highlight the focus only on machines themselves, as cool as they are, but we talk about opportunity and growth and fun, and we enjoy what is going on in manufacturing, which is sometimes difficult because the typical engineer is an introvert and doesn't want to, you know, do like this on a camera and have like a little dance, you know what I mean? So it's a game we play. I think we all work together to take care of one another. Coming from an engineering background and putting in that type of work, but realizing that I talk too much, or some would say gift of gab, I say talk too much. It was my responsibility to take on a role that not a lot of people wanted. It wasn't something I wanted. I didn't chase being popular. I didn't chase the camera. And when I'm done doing this, I'm gonna delete all my social media. But it's the right thing to do right now to help an invisible industry. And we all need to come together to support each other instead of acting like crabs and yanking each other down.